Hello and welcome, Outlanders, to the world of Revon, the pen and paper pod persistent D&D 5e horror campaign. I'm joined here today with 7 souls doomed to hunt the lands of Revon, unbound by their own mortality, their only rest and solace determined by their capacity for suffering. First among these doomed souls, the eldritch sniper Sikes, played by the wily Einar.
Good sir.
The pale Cleric of Death, Silver, played by the kind Chesh.
Hello.
The slow-walking, fast-drawing Tortle Sniff, played by the stalwart Justin.
Howdy.
The quick-fingered and fluffy-eared Savannah, played by the quick-witted Ange.
Hi.
The ancient and crotchety life cleric Liv, played by the equally grumpy Karina. I think she just got off a plane today.
Hello.
And the awakened wolf turned fist of death, Alpha, played by the stoic Max.
Oh.
I regretted that. Like, I don't feel like you are stoic, but like it's not necessarily like the top thing I would use to describe you. And joining, well, not joining us this week. Kody can't make it this week, unfortunately. Everyone, are you ready to plunge back into the world of Revon and seeking the truth in the ruins of Castletop this eve?
Yes.
Let's plunge.
And I'll turn off the voice so you can actually hear me. I'm your host, Jack Newman. Hey! How's everybody doing this night? Sorry. Okay, what did you think? Bad? Good? I want to use some more voice changer. It's going to be bad. Y'all need to yell at me, and don't let me just run with it, okay? I'm just saying. Okay. So let's do a quick recap, guys. Yeah, I liked it. I'm doing some new AI voice changers, and they're cool, but I feel like, just like previous seasons, I can get too obsessed with them. Yeah. So, guys, our Outlanders have finally arrived at the abandoned Castletop Manor, seeking answers and blood from the beast there within. Deciding that going through the front door is a bunch of bullshit, which, you know, to be completely frank with you, is maybe kind of a solid thought process as far as, you guys knowing me goes. I think Sikes decided to ascend on his broom, and Savannah climbed at the side of the scaling the tower to the second story, and they came upon a window, by in which they smashed through the window on the broom. Unfortunately, the Barbarian Val fell off the back of the broom and plummeted 2 stories directly onto his incredibly hard head, and is now unconscious. Sorry, Val. And now Sikes and Savannah are looking directly through the windows at a massive, hairy form sitting in a chair. Propped against the chair are 2 massive battle axes. What do you do? If he is surprised, if you'd like to attack directly, you will get a surprise round. But, obviously, you'll enter combat immediately.
Just the 2 of us.
Yeah. Well, what do we do?
And he definitely saw us. I guess we smashed the window. Can't really sneak anymore. Go steal his battle axe.
So he did. I'll say this: he didn't see Savannah. I want to make that clear. He did see the double broom Sikes and Val fall off the back. Sorry, guys. Val's not here this week, so I'm giving him brain damage.
So he only sees me. Yeah.
Correct.
I'm gonna say like I'll like try to like sign to Savannah. I'll distract him. You get behind him, and then like I'll like go down like to everyone on the below and just like get up here. Like I'll do this like motion to like move my hands, and then I'll say, "So you're the mansion's owner."
While he's speaking, I'll try and sneak around to behind the chair.
Hark, and who crosses my threshold this eve?
That's just a humble Sikes.
What by nature is a Sikes?
We'll have a lot of things. I'm gonna start like schmoozing him, trying to buy time.
All right, make me like A, give me more schmooze, and B, give me a I suppose a deception. I'll let you do persuasion or deception.
Okay. So yeah, the schmooze is gonna be like, I'm a lot of things. I'm like a friend. You know, I've also been called like a person who's like, good at shooting things. I've also been called a listener at times. Like, and then
Your therapist.
Therapist. I'll get a 13.
Less than fascinating. Why have you come to my abode?
Savannah, what are you doing?
I'm stealthing to try and get his great axes away from him, maybe? I don't know what to do.
Awesome, cool. Let's do it. So
Okay.
he is from the windowsill. We're gonna do a couple of rolls here real quick. First, give me a sleight of hand to pop open the windowsill. It's not that complicated. Can you guys still? You can't hear the music after a minute, can you? For some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's still?
I got a
running?
19
Wow.
for sleight of hand.
Nice.
Windows open.
Pops open easily. Okay, now you got 5, 10, 15 feet. He is firmly looking at Sikes, so he is distracted. So with Sikes' help, you can make a stealth check with advantage. So let's go, Rogue. Let's see what you got.
Ooh, 22.
Oh, yeah, easy peasy. You're able to sneak up to the side of the chair easily. He does not know that you are there. You are beside him. You see that he has 2 massive axes on either side of the chair. Are you going to try to reach around and grab the axes and pull away with them?
I think so. Yes.
Okay, yeah, so he's a large creature, so he has each axe is a great axe. So go ahead, and I think I'll let you make one sleight of hand for both of them to try to sneak down, grab the axes, and pull them away.
I think I don't know how to say this beforehand, but if I get them successfully, I'm just gonna keep pulling them and try and toss them out the window.
Yeah, easily enough. With your stealth, you can move. If you collect them with your stealth, you can move away easily with the same stealth.
Okay. Oh no! I got a 6.
Yeah.
Sikes, save me!
Okay.
Okay.
Inspiration?
Hey,
Oh.
do you have inspiration?
Oh.
If you want, I'll let you do it, but...
Oh yeah, I totally have it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it was worse, so it's fine.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Second.
That's a +3 too. Like, it's just coming for you. The massive paw. You've developed over the years like a very quick fingered go of it. You stick your hand in and sleek down the axe. You're just like kind of it's a hefty thing, so you're just kind of like lifting it up, and as it comes up, it's just heavier than you think, and it makes a little scratching. And all of a sudden, this massive paw, the size of your torso, comes down around both your hands. Smack down, and you look up into the face of this snarling half-boar, half-bear, half-bull snout that's right here in your face, and its teeth peel back as it sees you attempting to steal from him. Roll initiative.
Yeah. Oh, okay. 22.
21.
17.
Oh, damn, I should...
Aha! 23.
Oh,
my
okay.
Come on.
Let's go.
A lot of help. You're gonna be down on the ground.
That's fair.
Turtles fly now.
Okay. Yes. Sorry, I gotta auto enter these. 1 second. Silver. Oh, damn, silver. No, you're a +3. I mean, no, silver's a +0. That's right. Live is 17.
We all rolled pretty good.
I know. I mean,
Like everyone
except,
above a 10?
right, but except you a minute ago. Which means I'm just joking.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's true. Facts.
Teasing. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, everybody else is good.
I just made everyone have to enter the combat.
You're good. All right, Sniff, you're top of the order. You are roughly 2 stories down, and the thing, you do not have a line of sight through the tower windows on either side. I should have made little portholes. Obviously, Sikes is by one, and she snuck through those. There's vines on the side of the tower. You can attempt to climb up the side of the tower if you'd want to try to get up there, but you do hear Savannah scream. Give me a scream, Savannah. What does her scream sound like? Actually, I don't know. Oh, is it like cat-like?
Super high pitched, yeah.
How high up is it?
I would say 2 stories. Let's say that the first story is 10 feet, so I'd say halfway up, about 15 to 20 feet up. Let's go with 15.
Cool. I'm going to point at Jacob, and be like, stay right fucking there. And then I'm gonna avoid him, and I'm gonna like run over to the tower, and I'm gonna wait there because I don't have a lot of movement.
Just okay. Yo, that's right. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna wait to start climbing this tower. I'm just gonna shout
Gotcha.
I'm coming!
Do you want to try to double move or anything? Or I guess that's okay. Yeah, cool.
I did dash, yeah.
Oh yeah, he did dash. My bad. Yeah, next up in the order is Savannah. Yes, you are You are not grappled, but you this massive bear has you kind of pinned to the ground. So it's got your hands kind of actually. So yeah, essentially you are grappled. Like I did say, he grabbed you. So you are essentially grappled by both arms to the bear. What do you want to do?
To ungrapple myself is like a strength check.
It is also it can be a strength or dexterity check.
Well, I'd like to do dexterity to try and get out.
I assumed you would, to be honest with you. Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
Ooh, that's not great.
Let's just see real quick right here on him. He's gonna make a strength check to keep you pinned. Woo, well done. That is 1 up, and he had +5 to strength. So yeah, you just I guess you just kind of like back arch out, and you just sort of like slip your arms out of the grapple, and he like looks up at you and like kind of a weird sort of pace. And he's like, and he snarls massively. What do you want to do?
Does that count as my action to try and get out?
Yes, it did.
Or no? Can I bonus action grab his axes again and try and grab his axes again? Because he was grabbing me, so he didn't grab them.
Interact with object is actually a free action. I think you can grab 1 of the axes if you want to.
Yeah, I want to.
All right. Yeah, you interact with object.
And then I'll.
But I will say it's a 2-handed axe. So you have to. You literally cannot. You literally almost can't carry both. I mean, I think you could, but you can pick up.
Dragging on the floor. Yeah.
Yes, it's a big axe. Like he's a large creature.
But I can't move out of his AoE without being attacked.
I think you still have your bonus action. Can't you disengage?
Oh yeah, I can bonus action disengage. Okay, and then I'll get back towards this where I came in. Like, is that where the hole is? The window?
That is where the hole is. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And that will be my turn.
Okay. Holly, no! Don't eat stuff randomly in my office. Anyways, yeah, so that's our turn. Next up in the order, we have, of course, Sikes. You're sitting in the window and you watch her catch him. What are you doing, Sikes?
So, Savannah, you have one of the axes right now?
Yeah, it's just the other one.
Yeah, so I'm gonna look into the thing and cast Sanctuary on Savannah.
Yeah.
Which is, if they target him, they'll have to make a Wisdom save 13. And then I'm gonna say, Savannah, hold on 1 second, and then I'm gonna fly down.
I appreciate the sanctuary though. I feel like the safety of your spell, and I'm like, shit, you don't.
And then I'm gonna fly to Sniff and be like, I got you, big guy. Let's go. And then I'll end my turn there.
Perfect. Just Tanner, for this one, if you don't mind keeping track of like where the broom is at the height in the air, I'd really appreciate it because it gets difficult. And if you could help me with that, I would really appreciate that.
What's the height? What's the height to the window?
15 feet.
Okay.
So if you came down, yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. Silver, you are on the ground watching your lovely idiot friends. I don't know, actually. I don't think Silver actually feels badly at them. I enjoy editorializing Silver's perspective. I'm sorry, because you're the one good player. I'm so sorry. But please, let's what would you like to do?
Yeah, so he's going to just reaffirm to Jacob that, stay here, stay out of danger. We'll be back momentarily. And then he's going to follow Sniff's lead to the vines and try to crawl up using his movement and his action to dash.
Oh, sweet. Okay, go ahead. Move your character.
I'm just gonna move right here, so that way I'm not.
Yeah, you're right up by, I think the full movement, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, I think you have plenty of feet to crawl up that movement. So and the vines are not difficult terrain. You guys don't need to make checks to crawl up these vines. They're pretty well done. So you can just go straight up 15 feet if you want. With just your basic movement. It's double movement to go up the vines, you know what I mean? Like it's still... Sorry, it's not difficult terrain, but climbing is double movement. Does that make sense?
So it's difficult terrain to climb?
It's difficult... Okay. Actually, let me look this up. I actually don't know off the top of my head. I thought it was double movement to climb, but maybe I'm wrong. Climb D&D in combat. Each foot of movement costs 1 extra foot, so 2 extra feet in difficult terrain, unless a creep... While climbing or swimming. Climbing or swimming counts as difficult terrain, yes.
And you said that that the window is 15 feet up anyway?
Correct.
I think that's fine.
Yeah, no, you're good.
As long as I can see him, I'm going to cast, I imagine as I'm climbing in, I'm reaching my hand forward and I'm casting Spiritual Weapon.
Oh, nice. What is the shape?
It is a very elegant looking silver greatsword.
Nice. Assume it's got a nice little dragon-like pommel coming out the floss.
Yeah.
I feel like Warriors of Tiranoog circa 1990 television show greatsword. Sorry, this is that was a very direct weird reference. Anyways, yeah, a massive sword. When Silver Flame appears in the room, I assume you use it to attack him.
Yes.
Strikes down. 22. That will hit.
So yeah, 22 to hit for 8 damage.
And it will do, as you see, it will do directly 8. Oh, that's actually cool. It'll do 16. Actually, what's the damage type on it? It's
Force.
Oh yeah, it'll do 8 damage. Yeah. Sorry to get your hopes up. that was good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So as you do that, next up in the anything else for your turn? I think there's all your things next in the order is Liv.
Alrighty, so quick question, just because I did miss last week. Have we had a long rest? Would I have been able to reset my spells to combat spells before we
and
got
I
here?
am retconning that you have just been with the party the whole time. I didn't know if you'd be here, so I think we left you back in the village, and I think you just came up because you got bored of talking to centaurs in the village because they're kind of boring. And they're all really jacked, and they're going in there and making Pump City. They're all downtown, in the main area. Just,
not my
jacking.
kind of man.
Not that.
Missing the bald head,
Did she happen to arrive on a centaur? That is not heroes.
I am not gonna give you another centaur, Sniff, but I like that. I like that thought process. That was a really good try.
I tried.
You did.
Okay, so upon walking up on this whole thing and seeing, I guess, as I watch Silver kind of crawl inside the castle, casting Spiritual Weapon, I kind of know what that looks like. It looks like a good idea, so I'm going to go ahead and copy that from where I am, because I believe 60 feet is the range, so it doesn't say I need to see it, so...
That's correct.
I'll just check it somewhere in the room. And it's going to be a little mini Whomping Willow.
Oh my god, you summon a massive tree in the center of the room. Yeah, so just draw the tree on the map like Silver has. Make it like one object so you can move the object around with like spiritual weapon. And yeah, go ahead and roll me the attack.
Alrighty. Where is cast that? That is 18.
Let me just double check with him. 18 will hit.
Great, 9 damage.
So he's getting force pounded in the face up there, so it's all just bad for him right now.
I don't know what I'm drawing here. I'm sorry, I'll fix it.
You're good. Don't worry. I'll let you do that. Anything else you want to do on your turn, though, before you get to that?
Depending where I am, I'll start moving towards the vines to crawl up in a organized fashion.
Sorry, I'm trying to
see myself on the map, so...
Oh, you do not. Okay, that's because I didn't put you on the map because I was being mean to Liv.
She was old and slow, you know.
Yeah, exactly. She caught up, though. You know, she got there.
Tying a shoelace, getting adjusted,
Alright,
cracking some knuckles.
I'm going to put you on the map coming up on them, so I'm going to put you just a little bit over here. Yeah, you see Jacob. You see Jacob actually coming up. He's there with them.
Yeah,
So-
I'm going to think that's super weird and just try to sidestep that.
Yeah.
I'll do like a little head nod, like, yeah, hi. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, there you go.
Perfect. Okay, I can't get this to open. Damn it. Okay, anyways. Yeah. Alpha, you're up. What do you want to do with your Fists of Fury?
Alright, so I'm still on the bottom story, so I gotta get up there. How tall is this tower?
15 feet to the window where on the
15
level
feet.
that he is. You can obviously climb
Oh,
above
okay.
him and try to come through the roof.
So I do have 40 footies of movement, so I can get in there, and then I'll just take the dodge action.
Yeah, you get in there and do that. Yeah, so as you do this, sorry, this is a little too loud. Let's give me like this. I've been trying to, my music system screwed up like a little bit, so I apologize to everybody. As you do that, you're able to see that this giant beast is being pummeled by a spectral tree and a flaming silver sword. You see that Alpha, just for the record, Sikes, for the record, you are 15 feet up, correct? Still, or did you go down any?
I'm at 0 feet next to Sniff.
You're at 0 feet. Okay, perfect. And Alpha is inside the existing window, correct? All right, perfect. So let's go ahead and get started. The beast bellows.
You will pay for coming into my sanctuary. You will pay for harming those that I care for. You will pay.
And the beast is going to seize the axe from the chair, stand up, and move 5, 10, 15, directly up to Alpha, I believe. And then he is going to make a... first, he's going to make a bite attack. 25 to hit.
With dodge?
Oh, yeah. So he's disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
27 to hit.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, that does hit.
It's +8, so it's not. I mean, he did roll really well on that. I mean, that was a 17 and a 19 he just rolled.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me a DC 15, Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay. Con saving throw. $13.
Okay. Alpha, your body feels weird, and as you fail the saving throw, you feel yourself start to shrink as your body begins to get smaller and smaller, and you feel your you feel your body almost like curl in on itself. Your right arm, your good punching arm, turns to glass and pops back as you start to turn into a teapot.
Oh gosh. Okay.
And the creature, having bit him, is then going to move out of his AoE. I believe it's in the AoE of both Savannah and Alpha, so you can choose, if you'd like, to make a opportunity attack as it moves out.
Sure.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, go ahead and roll them for me.
Um, 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
7 bludgeoning.
No.
Magical bludgeoning.
7 will not
teapot.
hit. Yeah.
I rolled in that one.
Yeah, it hasn't affected him yet, but you do as this teapot fights back, and I want to make this clear. It's like mid-change. He hasn't fully changed yet. You just see his like skin starting to go porcelain, and it's like he like goes white, and his top starts to that, and you see steam starting to come out of one of his fists, and he's like a bubbling teapot, and it's just like and steam and water gushes everywhere as he punches into the side of this thing, and it pops him good, but he's going to ignore you as he runs, and he's going to take his axe, and not choosing a window, he's going to choose the side of the mansion and go straight through the fucking wall, as he is a large creature and has a secondary ability, so he does double damage against structures. And as he comes through, he'll burst through the wall and take the fall damage as he comes down to the ground directly across from Sikes. And he will land on top of Val.
Oh. Just insult to injury. Fell off the broom.
Let's do this. 15, let's fall damage. I think fall damage, if I'm not mistaken, is... Oh my god.
6 per 10.
6 per 10, so he'll only take d6. He'll take 5 fall damage. And as he lands on his 2 feet, he is going to swing his 1 great axe at Sikes. 20 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
17 slashing damage as he cuts down. This massive blade will swing back, baseball around, and come down. You dodge out of the way, but it skins over the top of the thing and takes a fucking good chunk out of your flanks as the barest edge of the 2 things come down and slice across the front of your torso, drawing bloody gashes down your front, Sikes.
Okay. I think before we entered the castle, I had armor bag at this active, right?
I believe so, yeah. I think he takes damage.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'll take the 7 because that's 10 of my temp HP, but I'll take the 7 more.
Cool. You get the damage. Unfortunately, he is completely resistant to cold damage.
Dang, okay.
Yeah, that's kind of just...
Resistant or immune?
Resistant, so he does take 5. You're correct. He does take 5 damage. Nice one.
Halfsies.
Okay, that's the creature's turn. Back up to the top of the order as Sniff, as you're looking, you're climbing the window, getting ready, and all of a sudden this giant Goliath-style beast with an axe bursts out the side of the building and falls down next to Sikes and chops him across the chest.
All right. So I never started climbing, so I'm gonna step past Sikes to kind of get right in front of him. And I'm just gonna like take my musket and just try and like put it under his chin and just take a shot.
Fuck. Okay, yeah. Let's get violent with this. Yeah. Cool.
17 plus 7, 24.
24 will hit.
All right, and then 8 plus 3, 11 damage.
Yeah, this is violent. You stick you come up, get right. You see Sikes just get kicked back with the things. He comes down with the giant axe, stabs across his chest, it just comes across, drawing blade gouges. You put your shell between your friend, and the giant fucking beast bear, and literally just get right up in his face, take the long end of the musket, stick it right up under his jaw, and pull the trigger back. He pulls his head out of the way in the nick of time, but he blows a hole through his cheek, and you see a chunk of bear meat and horn come off the side of his face as you scratch a bloody gouge out the side with a massive musket ball.
Okay, and then I'm going to action surge.
Correct.
And I'm gonna take my pistol. And
so you're holding the musket, and I want to do this. You drop the musket,
okay.
Correct?
It's like on a.
Oh yeah. Fine,
so I just gotta like let it go.
Yeah, and then you just.
Yep, and then I'm going to shoot him with the pistol. That is 18 plus 7, 25 to hit, and the damage is
Nice.
3 plus 3, 6 damage.
You take him in the chest. He's a thick boy, but you definitely you manage to shoot him. Like you like come in, take out the chunk of his face. He reels back, takes a step back, and when you do that, you draw your gun real fast and put one into the fat of his bare chest.
All right, and then I'm just gonna be like, sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to chill out.
Okay.
After blowing a hole in his face.
Savannah, you're under the effects of Sanctuary and dragging his giant axe. What do you want to do?
I think I'm going to just like place the axe by my feet. So not like drop it, but like place it down. And I'm gonna use he's down below, so I could throw something at him. I'm gonna throw my psychic blade at him.
Yeah, absolutely. He's so that would be with sneak. Oh, not sneak, but you know what I mean. Well, it is sneak. Yeah, obviously. 16 will hit.
That is 16 damage. Oh, I don't know why it's doing sneak attack damage.
No, it should. It
should? Okay.
Yeah, somebody's next to him.
Okay, perfect.
So you're easy.
16 damage.
16 hits plus 11, so 16 total. Yeah, as you come in,
Nice.
You see that he's been cut through one side of the face, and you summon in ethereal things. You focus. So, like when you summon the psychic blade, what happens? Because obviously it's a singular thought that you pull into the concept of knife. So I think I assume I don't want to like turn it into and I don't want to turn it into vicious mockery. But what's this concept that you formed into a knife to throw at a person?
I don't know. I feel like it's more of like an instinct, so maybe it's like a meow. It's like meow.
I choose to think that like almost like like we're in Scott Pilgrim versus the World of the movie, and literally like a little like meow shaped like a knife flies out of the window and hits this dude directly in the second side of the face, and it's just like as he gets like Sniff distracted and blowing his face upward, and it exposes his face to the thing, and you see this other knife, this almost psychic ethereal knife, fly down and just stick right into his existing open eye, and he takes 16 damage as he's cut from the other side of his face as you guys continue to pound on him. Next up is Sikes.
Does he look bloodied?
He does not look bloodied.
Oh, okay, he's strong boy.
All right. Sikes is gonna shoot him in the face point blank. He's gonna use his inspiration though.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be a straight roll, and blast him in the face with an 8 to hit. How did I miss that?
Wait. Why was it? Did he have disadvantage? Ranged. Right.
Right. Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter because I had an 8, and I'm gonna stand.
You've been cut across the chest, man. You're like sitting here trying to staunch the blood. You're holding up your staff. You're aiming it over. Sniff got him between you two. You're thrown off, and you blast a hole in the side of his castle one more time, throwing dirts, and he's just like he looks
at you and he's like, "That's my castle."
Oh yeah. So I think I'm pretty much fucked here. So I'm gonna stay my ground.
Yep, absolutely. Silver, it's your turn.
Yeah, after having climbed up the vines, only for the monster to jump down.
I love how annoyed by that you are. It's my favorite thing. Sorry, Silver.
He's gonna climb back down. And,
Thank you.
we are going to use Bless on those currently within, I guess, within his sight. So it'll be Sikes who gets Bless, Sniff will get Bless, not that he needs it. And I guess seeing Liv join the fray, Liv will get Bless as well. And then as a partial bonus action, he will move his spiritual weapon out of the window.
Can you guys hear that music okay?
Yeah.
Perfect, okay. Perfect. Okay, yeah, so you'll be able to move it out of the window. Yeah, and Blessed is cast, so make sure to keep track of that, guys, as you're moving around. Liv, it's your turn. You're entering a cluster just from, like, nowhere here. It's great, you know? You're just like, yep, I'm down, let's go. We're gonna kill this dude. Who cares? I love how you're always down for a straight murder, Liv. No questions.
She does have a little bit of a question here. She's
like, hello,
she's standing there and this, like, giant thing just hops out of the fucking window with all the anger in the world, and she's a little bit concerned. So anyway, she's gonna take a step back.
Do you honestly think for 2 seconds that, like, your party would have in some context done something to indeed, like, anger him? Or I'm just put it out. But anyways,
oh yeah, no, that's literally, I have written down when I'm doing that. She's asking questions, so
I'm just asking questions.
So Liv's gonna take a step back. And she was gonna cast Blessed on whoever was around, so I guess she'll cast it on the other 3 so that Silver, Savannah, and Alpha are now blessed as well. And as she's kind of running the other direction, she heard him say that someone hurt his loved ones, and I'm just gonna shout out to the group, who hurt his loved ones? What did we do? And kind of run the other way. Yeah. 5, 10...
Yeah, as you come out, it's now Alpha's turn. Alpha, at the start of your turn, make a Constitution saving throw. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, can I move my spiritual weapon too? It's only 20 feet.
Absolutely.
Thanks, that's all.
Okay, Constitution saving?
Constitution saving.
And I want to remind you, Alpha, that Bless affects saving throws.
That's
what if it's a 1?
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Wait, I don't think you blessed me.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, she did.
I did.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Everybody's blessed.
Literally, you're blessed. They're blessed.
All right.
Yeah.
Everybody's blessed.
Oprah blessings.
Yes.
Just
Okay.
everywhere.
Yeah, that's why you have 2 clerics in the party. It's party favor time. Let's go.
Alrighty. It was a nat 1.
Damn. Okay. Alpha turns into a teapot. Yeah. I will give you your teapot statistics in 1 moment. Yeah. So I will send this to you. Just hold on 1 second. You are going to have essentially...
Does that mean you can't climb down the vines?
No, he actually gets a minimum, like, he's actually, hold on, let me find it. What is it? This one. So, no, that's wrong. 1 second, guys. I will find it.
So do I miss out on actions and things?
No, you're going to have, like, a thing real quick, and I should have had it prepared. Okay, here we go. Yes. So you, yeah. So essentially, You are now, I'm going to give you this, your stat block will be similar to the animated broom, so you're actually you actually do have a fly speed technically. So like we can talk about, the teapot can to some extent hover in the air, and you can attack something by running yourself into it twice. But you are you are an animated teapot for the purposes of this. I will put it in your VTT chat. Somebody is telling me something. Okay. 1 second. I
would like to just make angry teapot noises using my pipes of haunting.
You cannot use the pipes of haunting, so the objects changed on your person, so you don't have access to any of your pipes.
Okay.
So you and all your items kind of like polymorphed essentially into this animated cursed form. I just put the VTT chat in Discord, so if you want to take a look at that in the main chat, you will see that you should be able to access it, but essentially you're an animated broom.
Okay.
Wait, but if we kill him, is he gonna stay a teapot? Do we need to find him love? And he's someone who needs to love him? Like the full-on Beauty and the Beast? We can't just kill him, guys! We need to find him a bride!
We need to get actual love out of him.
Alright, it's taking a second to load. Okay, so I can essentially hit stuff by running into it.
Yep. I really wanted to give you like a water gun attack, but yeah.
I'm just gonna try and reason with him. That's fine. Okay, I'm gonna call out to him. Hey, we didn't hurt your loved ones. We just got here.
So you do not have language as an animated teapot.
I can't.
So it's just
talk. All right.
You just see this cool teapot with like these running wolf and forest patterns on it starts like it's like floating in the air. So what do you want to do, Alpha?
I guess I'll just hit him. Trying to get it loaded. So multi-attack +5. Oh, there it is. Okay. One, two. Did that go?
I didn't see it in VTT, so I can roll it for you too. Oh, there it is. Wow, you just crit!
Okay.
That's
there
a
we go.
teapot!
There's a teapot crit.
Oh, and
yeah.
For the first one, I still get blessed, so...
You are still blessed, yes.
Let me find that 4. Right, it's a D4. Does 13 hit?
I don't see the on 13. Yeah, the first one did not hit, but you did get the first one, so you'll get 7 damage on him as a teapot. As you're just like, you're like angry because you can't communicate, and you just run into his face, and you boil water all over his face, and he's like, ah!
Okay, that's it for my turn.
All right, yeah, it's now the Gregor Lane's turn, and he's going to turn, and he's going to reach across. He's going to attempt to bite Sikes. 10 to hit, he will miss.
Oh yeah.
All right. Then he's going to reach down with his axe and try to hit Sniff in the face with it. 11. Now we're getting shite rolls. 8, so he's done that, and now he's going to, I think, there's double, melee attacks, 2 attacks, that's his turn. Yeah, coming back around. Sniff.
I'm going to, as he swings down the axe, I kind of want to use my shell to, chink it out of the way, and as I spin back around, I'm going to have a pistol pointed up at him. I'm going to go straight for it. I'm going to use both of my I'm going to use both of my grip points on Violent Shot. Mm-hmm. So that's going to add 4 to my misfire score. And that's a 17 plus 7, so 24 to hit. And I take it that hits.
24 will hit. Yeah, 100%.
Alright, and then since I used 2 grip points, I can add 2 additional die.
Holy crap.
So that's going to be 3d10 plus 3.
Nice.
Let's go. Jeez.
So that's 16, 19
Oh, that
damage.
one in there hits, but like it does do 16 fucking damage, same as like a sneak attack
19.
hit. Oh,
19.
sorry, 19. Yeah,
Just the plus
19
3.
damage. Yeah. So the 19 cracks through. You take it out. You flood it back, and you like let it. You feel the trigger spin around in the air. You feel the gun smoke go off, and like as you do this, like it just comes down, and you crack the hammer back. And you just absolutely blow a hole through the middle of this bear man, and it just flies out. And he sees, "Ugh!" And you see him almost go down to like one knee as he stands there. Savannah, it's your turn. Actually, Sniff, do you have anything else? Sorry.
I don't think I have much else after that. Yeah, no, that's about all I can do.
Yeah.
So I'm still above him in the window.
Yep.
I'm gonna probably do the same thing. Just use another one of my psychic attacks. See if I can hit him. A 14 to hit.
14 will hit.
Okay, good. And it is 15 damage.
15 damage. Oh shit. Yeah. As you'll chop into him. I mean, he is very bloodied by this point.
Another meow.
Let me get you. Yeah.
Ooh.
Next up in the order is Sikes.
Yeah, Sikes is his tendency is to run away, but he's fanning the front lines with his compadre, so he's gonna take the disadvantage and hit him again, point blank with the Eldritch Blast.
Oh,
So 7 to hit.
7 will not
Good
hit,
job.
unfortunately.
Trying my best.
You are blowing holes, and he's gonna look at you and he's
It's like, stop blowing holes in my castle!
Well, yeah, just get in front of him then. That'll be it.
Silver, it's your turn.
Okay. 1 second. So what we're gonna do is we're going to cast Guiding Bolt on him.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think a D4 would help that.
Unfortunately, his.
But I will use my bonus action because right now my spiritual weapon is like hovering.
Right over his face.
Yeah, like 15 feet. So I'm gonna move it down and then use it to attack him.
Absolutely. This is like way too pleasant music for this fight. I'm so sorry. It's like very chill.
For 18 to hit for 10.
Yeah, nicely done. You crack him down on the sword, and it forces damage, and he goes down to almost one knee as he's trying to push up. And it's just like he is just absolutely overwhelmed. Like he's used to being a force in a fight, and he is just absolutely getting overwhelmed as Sikes leads the frontline charge towards this, as he's just trying to crack down, and Sniff's blowing holes at him. Alpha's shooting water at him. And yeah, the teapots in the front lines. Yes, as you and Savannah and Liv are casting spells and throwing things at him, and he is just looking totally shit. Describe Guiding Bolt for me. Not the actual mechanics, but like what does it look like?
Yeah. I think for Silver, it briefly looks like you know how when birds like fold in their bodies for like a water dive? It looks like that, but a condensed. You guys are gonna get so tired of me saying the word silver dragon.
Yeah. No, I'm never tired.
But that's what it looks like.
Don't feel that way. I'm never tired of it. Yeah. So yeah, it like the dragon flies off and I think just misses on this one, but then you crack down with the sword on his head. Yeah, and now next up in the order is Liv.
Liv is going to move her spiritual weapon also down and take a swing. I'm not sure how to recast this, how to get the damage, but
You should be just
cast it again.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did.
So 22 to
Cast.
hit, 7 for force damage.
Great. And that's a bonus action.
Correct.
It's already cast. So I will cast command, and I am going to look at him and point to the teapot and say, "Fix."
Hold on. Is command isn't concentration, right? Just off the top of my
It
head,
is
I'm trying.
not concentration.
Perfect. Yeah. So you're just trying to get him to fix the teapot, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. And what saved is he needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Got it.
Yes.
He will fail. And he will respond to that on his turn. Alpha.
Great.
All right, so I'm still a teapot.
Yes.
We're gonna broomstick.
Pot.
We're gonna goose this guy.
Broomstick. Yeah. That will not
I
hit,
think
unfortunately.
even with the D4.
Yeah.
Okay.
With a D4 it can.
Oh, all right.
It hits. His AC is
12
12. 12 hits.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
All right. 7 points of broom damage.
Yeah, you just shoot some hot tea in his face and it stings his eye wounds. You may be putting some like juniper berries in there or something that stings. I don't know. Does juniper berries sting? No, I don't think they do. I think like hemlock. That's what you're shooting, hemlock in his face. Hemlock tea right in his eye. You know? He just screams in your face as you float in the air above him. I mean, you're an angry teapot and it's cute. Yeah. So it is his turn now, and he is going to waste his action attempting to alpha steams. Yeah, he's gonna waste his action attempting to patch up the cracks on Alpha. He's
There,
gonna
little guy.
he's gonna take out like a little tape and try to put he's got like a little, what are those like Japanese like fixing kits where you paint gold on the pot. He's gonna try to take it out and start trying to paint. It's not working, but he's trying to do that, so he'll waste his action.
Does Alpha heal at all?
Yeah. No, Alpha does not. He does not have the capability to turn Alpha back, unfortunately. But as this is happening, he is going to waste his action, and I just want to look at command real fast.
I wouldn't call that a wasted action. I appreciated it.
Oh yeah. It's emotionally, right?
Drop it in the chat.
See it on the wisdom saving throw. Oh, I see it. Thank you very much. If you do so, the GM determines how if the target can follow your command, the spell ends. So technically, he did. And so I think on finishing the attempting to do that, he's wasted his action. He is going to attempt to run away. So he's going to take an absolute shitload of opportunity attacks from everybody. So as he's going to, I think as a large creature, he's going to go around and he's going to step on Val's face again. 5, 10, and he's going to leave AoE attacks for Sikes and Alpha. So if you guys want to make your op attacks, go ahead and make them. 15.
I have Warcaster. So I get I can cast a spell as an op attack.
Do it, because he's about to leave you. He's leaving Sniff as well.
I got a 12 after
20,
bless. So
25, 30. He's gonna move out of the AoE of literally all of you, and literally
I'm
be
gonna cast Sacred Flame.
You're literally gonna be 5 feet away, as he runs away. Oh, this is bad. Yeah. All right, everybody, let's see how this goes. Yeah.
21 hit.
21 will hit. Of course, he's got 12 AC.
Okay.
And then for me, he'll need to make a dex save of 14.
5 damage, and he'll dex save, which will not be good for him, which will 8, so he'll fail. And then Tanner, unarmed strike will be 5, which will not hit. I love you so much, Tanner. This was not your day, man.
Close quarters.
Now, I don't remember. Does spiritual weapon get an op attack?
I do not believe so. I think you have to control it in a turn.
I don't
Yeah.
think so,
Look it
because it
up.
doesn't count as a creature.
Yeah.
I know, I was looking
That's
at that.
the one downside to it.
Big
'cause it's,
sad.
Yeah, but it gives you like
I
a free
looked it
attack
up
on
as
bonus.
soon as he left it. As soon as he left the area the first time, I was like, ooh, that might be 2 op attacks. But nope, it's not.
I love having you in the game, Sniff. Like I know you're. I love like you're. Thank you. No, that's not a criticism too. That's awesome. Yeah. So what does he take for damage from Sacred Flame?
5.
Yeah, just 5 radiant damage.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he will move away. That's his turn. And now it's back at the top of the order with Sniff.
I want to say, don't make me shoot you again. Just stop running.
Make a intimidation check with advantage.
All right, so that's a 9 and a 12.
Ooh.
So a 12.
Unfortunately, he will basically he'll be trying to head back into the castle still. Unfortunately, with a 12.
Okay, I'm just gonna shoot him in the back then.
Shoot him in the back. Give me a shot in the back.
18 plus 7, 25. Okay, and
yeah.
damage. 10 damage.
My fucking god. Okay, yeah. You will take him down to 10 damage. He will have 20 health left. And as you shoot him in the back of the head, he will drop down onto his knees and he'll be like,
Please, please, please! And he's gonna toss his axe away. Please, don't kill me! Don't kill me, they need me!
Who?
Those that have been turned, they need me to care for them!
But you turned one of our friends into a teapot. I'm sure we can care for him.
I'm sorry, but there are people in this manor who I have afflicted before, and I must care for them. I must, it is my duty. I thought you would hurt them. Everyone comes here and they try to kill what they can't understand.
I mean, in all fairness, you did attack first, so...
You
We
tried
were
to
just
steal from me.
to prevent you from attacking.
Well, that's a fine how do you do.
I mean, this could have gone a different way. How about you tell us how to fix our friend, and if it means killing you, I will so gladly do so.
I'm sorry. There's no way to fix him that I know of. I would have helped everyone in this manor long ago if I could. I bear a curse. A curse that was put upon me that those that I bite turn into sentient, animate objects. A curse placed on me for my value of the wealth that I once hold. When I was first turned, I went mad and I bit the staff that I paid and looked after the manor, and now they are all the animated objects that lie within.
I want to look to my fellow party members and just be like, what do we do with him? I mean, I'm all for killing him. He's a nuisance to our town.
He hasn't
Please.
tried killing himself for fixing everyone, so it could work.
Yeah, I mean, what's he caring for? These things are cursing me. They can't even turn him back. I'm holding the gourd up to his face.
We could try to kiss him.
We could cure him.
Can.
Could we?
There are magics once I plan to use it to help Jacob in a similar fashion. There are magics that can remove curses entirely. It will take a while to get every one of his staff members, but we could do it. Or I could do it.
But I mean, this guy, like he purposely infected the staff. He purposely cursed them.
I didn't do it on purpose.
You just went mad, quote unquote.
Who were you mad at?
I wasn't myself. The change was so horrifying, and it drove me mad.
So, Jack, last week, and this could be like very important. Last week I asked you if we were level 5. You never made a decision.
We just did a...
That is true.
You know
didn't
what?
say yes or no.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say this. You know what? You beat him. You kicked his ass. He was kind of tough, and I kind of expected him to turn more of you guys into teapots. So, yeah. I'll let you go mid-game level 5 if you want, Silver.
Yes.
If you can do it.
Needs it.
What was he gonna do with 6 teapots?
Actually, I'm not gonna
Have
lie.
a really big tea party. He's just a softie.
Tea party!
Do you guys want to know? Because literally, I had a different item for each of you. What you guys were gonna turn into? Are you guys ready for the items?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, of course they wanna know.
items for
Tell me
everything.
what.
Oh my God.
Sykes
Come
was
on,
gonna
Willy
turn.
Kid.
Sykes is gonna
my
turn.
teapot?
Sykes is a genie. He's gonna turn into a Persian carpet. You know, that was my thought. You know,
Okay.
I think I was gonna turn Sniff into like tortoise shell china. That was my thought process. He was gonna be like one of those like tortoise shell spoons, like that type of thing. I forget what I think Savannah was gonna be like a Siamese cat thing. Alpha was the teapot. I'm sorry you drew the teapot, Alpha. I really thought long and hard. I was
feel like that's
debating
an elite item. I feel like that's like a compliment to be the teapot.
the
Not the teacup, but the whole
Yeah.
teapot.
Yeah, I wish I was the teapot, to be honest.
Silver
I'm
was
jealous.
obvious. You were the easiest one. Obviously, you were going to be literal silverware. So, you know. Yeah. I'm sorry. It was too easy. The joke was there. It's fine. And Liv, you were going to be like a grandmother clock. So, yeah.
Oh,
Dang it.
yeah,
would
that
have
makes
been
sense.
funny.
I have to
Wait,
admit,
what was,
I had to tell you guys, I worked so long on like trying to decide what the item was. Like, I'm so sorry. Anyways, I thought it was cute.
What
that,
about Val?
I didn't have one for Val. I'm so sorry. I knew that not everybody would turn, so I was like, either Alpha or Val will turn into either a teapot, and I that or like Alpha was going to be a wolfskin rug, one of the two. R.I.P. Angela Lansbury. Jesus Christ, Trevor. Yeah, anyways, I love you, Trevor. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, anyways, what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna ask who turned you.
My wife, Ruby Lane. Oh, sorry.
My wife, Ruby Lane.
But we helped Ruby Lane.
What?
She didn't cure them when she left. That's upsetting.
She cursed me when she found out my sins.
What'd you do?
You hear us from the teapot.
Oh no, you can't say it.
Sorry.
We'll repeat it. What'd you do?
And what were those sins?
Would you come into my home and I make you... He looks at the teapot. Not tea.
I'll take some tea. Liv will saunter in.
So before we go inside, I think like Silver's just gonna crouch down to Alpha, and he's gonna he's gonna touch like the lid of the teapot, and he's gonna cast Remove Curse.
Okay, yeah. So I'm going to say this. This is, okay, let me just do this real quick. Remove curse is different, yeah, so that's different. I think... Yeah, that just straight works. Yeah. You see as
Wow.
it's like he begins to boil, and as his skin comes apart, you see that he slowly like kind of pops apart, and it's just like the corners of the porcelain crack as it comes out, and you see Alpha forge out of it as he comes back and he pops out. He pops open.
Oh yeah.
And then to sort of commit my promise to Jacob, I'm gonna walk to him, I'm gonna look him in the eye, and I'm gonna ask him, do you trust me?
I'm actively loading the muzzle.
Roll persuasion?
As soon as she walked up to him, I'm gonna load my musket and get ready to point it at Jacob.
Yeah, that was gonna happen.
Oh my god.
That's actually amazing.
Oh.
Actual 0.
Wow.
What if I don't? What if I want to stay a wolf? And he like looks down at the ground at his feet.
Do you really want to be in a place where you can't control what you do? Where there's a larger potential for you to hurt people?
He looks up directly into your eyes, and to be honest with you, Silver, it's very much the actual innocence of a child looking back at you. He's like, without it, all I can do is get hurt.
There are ways for us to train you in some form of combat if that's what you wish. You don't have to be a helpless child anymore, especially with the tragedies that you've endured. But lycanthropy is not the way.
I think if there's a way to like make it safe on the full moon, I would like that. I would like it because like you don't understand. They just came and they took my parents, and no one is gonna care, and I you're very nice, but like you're gonna go away too because everybody goes away. Because no one's here forever, and no one's gonna care for me, and no one's gonna be there for me. And if I'm just a little boy, I don't get to make that choice. And you can train me all you want, but I'll still just be a little boy. And with this, I can, at least for a little while, I can be something else. I can be something else. I don't have to be. I love it. I'm sorry. I don't want to hurt people, but I don't want to be afraid anymore. I don't want to be afraid. I'm so afraid when I'm just me.
When I stepped into Necropolia, I was afraid every step I took in that city. Jacob, I don't have a heartbeat, but I am not undead, and I'm afraid that even that would be enough for them to slaughter me on sight. You can be afraid, but it is what you do with that fear.
He's gonna look up at you in the eyes, and he's gonna ask you, can I just stay like this for a little longer?
Okay, I'm gonna walk into this conversation.
Are you?
Yeah, we don't
Oh,
need to
actually-
rush into anything.
I know. I thought the same thing. Brr, 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 brr.
Not a teapot anymore, guys. Yeah.
Was
Jacob
kinda
makes
nice
some
for a
fine
while.
points. Lycanthropy is a gift. We don't need to make any rash decisions. We have at least 2 weeks to decide if we can't get to a place that can help them get it under control. We also have the collar, so I think we have some fair targets to decurse inside this manor. And I think we have the situation under control. And I'll kind of stick my arm out to see if like he'll bite me.
Liv is just gonna
What?
walk inside and start making tea in some of the teapots. She's just gonna shake her head. She's.
Okay, there's like
She doesn't know what's happening. There's other things.
Slow down, because we got to deal with like a dozen to one things there, and this is a good moment. Alpha, you approach, and you stick your hand on Jacob, and to some extent, he is like with it, but also at the same time, he roll me. Actually, you know, let's do this. Roll me persuasion, Alpha.
Okay. Is this for Silver or is this for Jacob?
This is for Jacob. You don't roll against another player. Silver is also like completely not convinced by you, bro. Like I
don't know if I would care to persuade Jacob. I think I would just tell him how it is. But
Okay.
I'll roll it. I'll roll it.
You can make intimidation too if you'd want. I feel if that feels more. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's the same. -1. So, 11.
Yeah. I know this is not by the basis of the roll, but he's gonna just go and he's gonna kind of turn towards you, Silver, and he's gonna be like, "Is this? Why does this man want me to be a werewolf?"
Because he was once a wolf and is naive and doesn't think there are any downsides.
Wait, he's like a reverse werewolf?
Yes. In
That
the
is.
most basic of senses.
Why would you be a wolf that turns into a man? That's so dumb. Sorry.
It wasn't my choice. I was just a teapot, okay?
Yeah, did you
These
see
things
him
just
with
happened
eyes?
to me.
I mean, yeah, like, but like, I don't.
If I had it my way, I would be a sentient werewolf. So, I
Silver.
think we have the.
But you don't always have the choice of whether or not you have control of your mind.
I think
I've
it
seen
outweighs the cons.
The violence, Jesus Christ. Yeah. All right. I'm going to put a pin in this because this is an amazing debate, and he is a confused child, and I want to circle back to this. Although all of this is bloody excellent, and Liv heads inside and starts using people to make tea as they scream at her.
No, I'm nice about it. I'm respectful. Can
Yeah.
I make this? Can I help? He
That's
said
right.
we're starting tea.
Why are you making me into tea? Be okay, like don't touch my handle, that's weird. But you just stick a finger through a man's handle, Jesus. Sorry, I don't know why I'm
this. Yeah, you're able to go inside. Gregor Lane will follow you, and you'll see that Jacob will actually stick next to Silver for the purposes of this. Like, he will circle around and kind of stick away from Alpha for the purposes of this. So Jacob is actually going to kind of reach out and grab your hand a little bit, Silver, as you're sitting there.
I'll walk by and just be like, ouch. And follow Sir Gregor Lane in.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. So, Sir Gregor Lane is going to lead you into the mansion, into the front hall area, and you're going to see that there's like the candelabra, and you're just going to see this candelabra. Sacre bleu! How dare you not avoid through me? You were supposed to go through my house of horrors. And Gregor's kind of like,
Shut the fuck up. Lumiex, just shut up, and we're gonna make tea, and let's not fight the nice people, and they can cure you. And would you just be quiet for a minute, and let's talk about this, and...
Sacre bleu, they can cure me? Oh no, madame, let us allow you my excellent hospitality, castle top. I don't know what this is really getting offensive for French Canadians. Anyways, they're going to begin rolling out a massive feast, and it is now 7:52, so we're going to take a quick break here while we talk about that. So, from everyone here at the Pen and Paper Pod, as we are talking about curses and the conundrum conundrums of 3rd level spells being able to cure curses. Let's talk about this in just a minute here as we go ahead and take time for this. From everyone here, this has been Sikes, Silver, Sniff, Savannah, Liv, and Alpha. Thank you for listening. We will be back in 15 minutes. It is now 7:52, so let's say we'll be back at 8:05. From everyone here at the Pen and Paper Pod, and by extension the Tuscan Shed Media Network, thank you for listening. We'll be back in 15 minutes. And at 8:05 p.m. EST. Okay, and Hello and welcome back to the Pen and Paper Pod. I'm sorry that I can never hit the times that I say that I'm going to hit, because my name is Jack Newman and I am somewhat time impaired, but all the rest of these guys are really on time. They're really great. These are great players. They're great. They're time organized, and they're cursed with a DM that is not. I'm organized, but not time organized, right? Like I'm time blind because I have chronic ADHD and am a dyslexic. So that's their curse. Anyways, welcome back to the Pen and Paper Pod. That was a lot of information for no reason. We're going to be continuing on as our gang continues to talk to Gregor Lane as we have a magical tea party. As you guys come back, go ahead and move your characters into the main entrance hall of Castle Top. And as you guys are sitting there, the armor comes alive, the rugs come alive, the tea sets come alive, knives on the wall come alive, the skull on the mantle top comes alive, everything comes alive and starts singing "You Be Our Guest" in amazing rendition as Gregor Lane sits there in a massive chair by the fire on the far corner, holding his hands to his temples on both sides, as it's clear this is the fifth time that he's heard "Be Our Guest," so he is not handling it super well as he sits there and is like, "Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest," and he's like, and eventually he just kind of stops and he's
just like, "Shut the fuck up!" And everybody stops, fly back to the wall. But you guys, he's like, "How's the tea and crumpets? If nothing else, Ascension Oven is quite good at baking crumpets. Really is able to just pull the thing. She's got really experimental with it. She was a very lovely lady before, mother of 5.
The crumpets are her kids, right?
That's any non-physical magical material is 100% not a child. You're not. Are you just eating it still? You didn't wait to confirm with me? Like you just down to eat a child? Oh. This is what you're telling me right now. You're just down to eat a child. Okay, you're obviously fucking with me. Anyways, welcome to Castletop. I'm sorry for the ugliness earlier. I maintain that you came through a window on a broomstick and tried to steal my axe. And he looks at you, Savannah, and he's like, "I'm so sorry. I grabbed your paws. I don't like my paws grabbed either. I'm so sorry."
All is forgiven.
It's quite pleasant, and I would ask, you're obviously powerful adventurers. We've been surviving out here in the woods since the curse took place. We freak people out a lot, and they, understandably, and I say understandably because I understand the plight of the villages of Farrington and other villages nearby. They try to exterminate us, and to some extent I have attempted to create the myth of the Castletop Beast to keep people at bay. And clearly I'm a beast. It wasn't particularly hard. I suppose the myth spread before I even attempted to spread the myth, so I simply
using fear as a tool. Okay,
no.
I can get behind that.
Whether or not I deserve death is not the important thing. My staff do not, and I have not had the capability to heal them. And I have made it my mission since I was cursed to make a small place that they could get what existence they could from their situation. He looks down.
I
find that admirable.
Do you understand your staff in objects as they are?
Yes. I am able to understand when they speak. Lumix's as well. I don't know why he was special. He was my major domo and a caster, and when he became a lamp skull, he was still able to speak to some extent, and I was not prepared for that, but he's been quite useful. He enjoys being the only sentient common speaker, as he's been enjoying doing the charade and scaring off the villagers as they were, for the most part. He's taken quite a joy in it. he was a performer in a previous life, so it was just natural for him.
Out of your staff members, within my capabilities, I can cure one more person today.
I am actually shocked that my bite inflicts the status as it was a curse placed on me by my wife for my crimes, which, if you want to know what I would tell you, but the long and short of it is that I valued things more than people, and I'm cursed to turn people into things with my bite and my claw marks, and when I get angry, I am overtaken by a rage, and I am dangerous, and I understand that. So, anyone that you would be able to cure and send from this place and away from me, there are no words and no debts that would tell you what I owe you. But to be frank, if I had a word in the matter, I would have you stay here for as much time as possible to cast the spell as many times to save the people of this place. And then I would have you end me, so that my curse may not persist.
Well, we can also cure you.
I do not think this is quite as common. The curse that was placed upon me was quite powerful. My wife was many things, but she was a quite genius spellcaster. And she did this to me with her dying breath.
We
Say the
helped Ruby Lane move on. She no longer haunts Farrington.
I had not dared to go there, for I knew her spirit would go. Is the friar still there?
No. He is also deceased.
Thank God. It appears my nightmare is ending. I don't know how to feel. She came here when I was the Lord of Farrington initially. King Athos's great-grandsire gave me the post, and I built up this area in great detail. And I made this my home here at Castletop, but she was a young researcher, and I had a hard time dealing with the Outlanders when they started to come from the coast. And we had tried to initially help them, but many of the Outlanders that came were... And he looks around, he looks at all of you, he's like, I don't know if you're Outlanders or not. It's very common in this area, but if you've met an Outlander before, you can know that they can come from any number of realities, and they could be quite violent. But there are some that are quite kind and good, and more importantly, there are many Outlanders who are children. They arrived without homes or places here, and Ruby wanted to study the nature of the Outlanders, and that's why she came. And she came to Castletop, and we turned this place into a home for those Outlander children. And she studied them. But I think more importantly, she became their mother more than anything. And it was me that betrayed that trust. So, it is what it is, unfortunately. Let me know if you need the gory details, or otherwise, would you agree to help us, knowing that the sin I bear is very deserved?
So I have a question, Jack. Knowing that we helped Ruby Lane move on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does her curse, or does the strength of her curse weaken because she is no longer, like, on this plane?
Great question. That is going to be definitely something that you need to roll to check, and I am
for sure.
open to interpretation about how you want to do that, because I think you can come from that from any perspective. You can come from a religious perspective, you can come from it from like an arcana perspective. I'd be even open to like a straight wisdom perspective on the basis of like you trying to infer what Ruby's and his thoughts are. So what would you like, Silver?
I think I will just go on, like, a wisdom perspective.
That's what I thought. Give it to me. Which I kind of, I'm feeling like an insight of what you've met Ruby Lane, you've met this man.
Yeah.
Give me the insight.
And because this is a check, I'm going to use my knowledge from a past life, which allows me to add a d6 to the roll.
Love it. And I think I got a great thing for that. So go ahead. Give it to me.
So that's a 24 already.
Yeah, I got a lot of shit here.
And then a 28 total with my d6.
Nice.
100% the curse is perpetuated by his guilt.
Oh.
Gregor Lane was cursed by Ruby Lane, and the magic was taken over, but it wasn't by the context of D&D a concentration spell. His guilt is what perpetuates his existing curse. And he can't forgive himself for the crimes that he committed. You don't know what those crimes were, but he holds this curse, and the power around that is held to himself. If he could forgive himself, it would lift the curse upon himself. And you also think, from the basis of all that knowledge, you know that a remove curse is not going to do this. Like, it's him himself that almost forces this presence upon himself. His guilt, his things. Like, Ruby died doing this, and he loved Ruby, and he's never forgiven himself for the situation. And he hasn't explained everything that's happened, so I don't want to step on that. But yeah, the force of the curse was laid by Ruby and perpetuated by him.
Okay.
Yes, it is Porco Rosso. Thank you, Trevor. I love you so fucking much. You're amazing. Sorry.
I'd like to approach him and find out what his sins were.
Well, you guys are having tea, so go to town. And I assume Silver's gonna cure a person, and unless Liv wants to help too, you can cure 3 people today.
Liv is kind of skeptical. She wants to know what he did. She's all gung-ho for helping her own team now, but that took a lot.
I think Silver would want to he wouldn't want to cure someone who maybe would mean the most for. So I think like curing that mother of 5 that he was talking about would be like one of the first people he would cure, and would be the last person to cure today.
Ask him, because you don't know where she is.
Right. But I can ask that after anyone else is done, because I've taken up a lot of screen time, and I'm sorry.
Silver, I love you. There's like a lot of episodes where you don't take up a lot of screen time, so I'm not going to fight you on this. Like, give me guys, what do you guys want to ask her?
Sniff definitely knows that he is not the talking type, so he's perfectly fine with just letting you be the nice person.
Yes, please, Silver. Take the niceness for us all.
Because if it was up to Sniff after he said just end me, I would have shot him in the head.
I think we should do some bad cop, good cop, Silver. You try to make him feel better about what he's done, and I'll try to make him feel better about what I've done in comparison.
So more like a bad cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
Bad cop, worst cop.
It's like a good cop, weird cop.
Honestly.
I will
The
start
little
threatening
cop.
to kill all the sentient things until he tells us what he's done.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Well, yeah, I'm really conflicted.
We're describing.
I don't know.
You know what? We're describing the action. Let's just talk it through. Come on, he's here. We're in a conversation, and I feel like that's going to be a really big conversation point, and your rest of your party may trash you down, Sniff. So let's.
That mother of 5 that you spoke about. If it's alright, I would like to for you to ask her
Her
if she
first.
wants to be cured or one of her children.
Echoed around the room. Lumiex, everybody else, the knives, the statues of armors, the oven in the next room. Like, everybody's like, her first.
Okay.
Wow.
Dramatic. I like
Well, where is she so that way I can cure her?
He simply points to the room across the way, and I apologize. I didn't have a thing set aside for her. I had a sentient oven, which was I was prepared for you guys to go through here and murder the sentient oven, and that couldn't talk, and then it turns out to be a mother of 5. But like, this is the way better outcome, so I'm really into this. This is great. You guys did great. I'm not gonna lie. Ace in Castletop. Yeah. So you guys proceed into the other room, Silver, and you see that there is an oven, and you can see that it's literally like there's like a fire roaring inside of it. It's this big kind of like tombstone style oven that comes up, and it has these chimney stacks that are going over, and they wiggle around, and you see it's whistling, and it pops open, and you hear a bing, and it shoots bread out of it onto the table. It seems to talk and shooting bread out. Like really good, like a really sturdy ass loaf too, like a really, really good rustic French baguette. Like it's just like out there, hot and fresh. Like you're almost tempted and you're stopping your holy mission. And you, let's be honest, you don't need food. Like it's just,
Don't need it.
like just from a previous past life, you're sitting there, like your knowledge of a previous life, you're like, that baguette's gonna be, oh yeah, like girl can bake.
I think Silver would be like very flustered. That's very kind of you, but I am here to cure you of your curse.
It's kind of, the oven shivers. See it run through it, like it can kind of move, and this thing thinks. And I'll say this: Disney works way better in animation than it does in live action, because when you see it in live action, it just looks fucking creepy. And in live action, yeah, the shivering oven looks a little bit creepy, right? But you can tell just like its whole body, it's just, it wants it, but it can't accept or believe that this may be the moment.
Yeah, so Silver's going to ask, do I have your permission?
The oven kind of shifts forward a little bit and back up.
I'm taking that as a yes?
Shifts forward again and back up. She doesn't have mode of communication with you. You can go fetch Gregor, but otherwise.
So given that, I will remove curse on this soon-to-be woman.
It pulls away, and you see the stacks come down, and you see a stout, large woman that comes back into being, and she's just like has these cherry cheeks, and as she comes down, she begins to bawl as she comes back to her human form, and you see these pots and pans, and you see these like baking trays come around her, and like 4 of these pots and pans and baking trays start to float around her and grab against her, and they're all like trying to hug around her as she cries and sobs uncontrollably on the floor of this kitchen.
God, he bit the kids.
Yeah, so I think Silver will like pull her into like an embrace and sort of like try to soothe her and say, when I have a good rest, I can cure 2 of your children tomorrow. But it will take time.
It cocks off, and it's really you have an appreciation of the industriousness of this woman. She's sobbing. This has been a lifetime of pain. She just cracks to it as soon as you mention her children, and she's like, yes, you will help my children. Like, and you just get that this is a very, very like, she's a demanding woman. Like she's a baker. She commands her kitchen. She's a powerful, wants to do it woman. And then she makes direct eye contact with you, and she's been given a gift, and she's immediately like, and it's a little much, but like, she wants it. And with a power and a notion that's difficult to comprehend.
But in order for this curse to fully be cured, I'm going to need your help and the help of the other staff members. And I'm going to tell her what I know about Gregory's curse, that it is like continuing because of his guilt.
Let me get a voice for her. I cannot say that I do not hate that man after all this time. When his wife cursed him with his dying breath, he went mad and turned into a beast and bit each of us as we ran around the passage and we got cursed into this thing. It was his madness that cursed us then. And I hate him. I do. But it could have been much worse for us, and we could have been easily destroyed if he had not stayed with us to protect us. And he did. So, do you want to cure him? He has not told you the crimes and the sins that he has committed. And I tell you, I did not know when I was cursed. I was innocent in this. I did not know the things that he did, and I do not know why Ruby cursed him. I know now, but I know that you do not know. And I would say that the depth of despair that man has descended to, asking him to forgive himself, is nigh but impossible.
I have forgiven myself for atrocities I've had to commit. It has taken a long, long time over many, many lives.
If it breaks the curse, would everybody just turn back?
I do not know that, but until that does occur.
Roll. Actually, with that, if he forgave himself, probably everybody would be uncursed.
Okay. Since he cursed you and guilt continues to fuel the curse, I believe that yes, everyone would turn back to normal. Everyone.
Oh, so he just needs to forgive himself? Okay, cool. And she gets up and she walks outside. And she's going to go over to him and she's going to grab him by the ear. It's like, let's have a chat here, young man. And she's going to grab him by the ear and pull him down, like by the thing. And she's going to drag the giant bear man from the room.
Should we be worried about that?
Now, I have you know that if you know my children, they could be men right now, and you're guilty ass motherfucker, so you're not gonna feel guilty. And you hear smacking in the next room as she just keeps just paddling this giant bear man in the next room. It's uncomfortable, if you've ever been in the next room when a parent's been disciplining like a brother or a sister, it's not fantastic, and that sounded dark. Wow, that sounded really dark. Sorry.
I mean, if they deserve it, it's fantastic.
Good description.
Yeah,
it's actually like really, really funny because yesterday in another game that I play in, my twin and I in that game got like chewed out by our father while like two of the other party members were like in other rooms. Very funny.
Yeah. After a while, Gregor comes back, and she's gonna go back into the kitchen and do that. And he's like, I was yelled at to not feel guilty, and sorry.
I was yelled at to not feel guilty, and that does not seem to have made me feel less guilty. He's gonna sit down.
All right.
And try it again.
I think we need to have a talk, Gregor.
I
What is it that you've done? How bad could it truly be? From one beast to another.
He gave children to a murderous priest to use in his experiments.
Wow,
For
I
money.
shoot you right now.
And
Wouldn't hate it.
And how many children did you give?
4 children.
oh, I
And
don't
do you
think
have
we
the
need to-
names of these children?
I do.
Should you allow the parents of the children to know what happened?
They were all Outlanders. So, you can't track down Outlanders, the parents of Outlanders. There's no one here for them. That was the whole point. I thought, I pretended to trust the friar. I thought it's not like he explained, and I wanted to keep the orphanage going to some extent. I wanted to keep Ruby happy after she married me.
So you used the money to fund the orphanage.
I did.
Oh.
What were the names of the 4 children?
Well, it's not, I didn't use the money per se. There was more monsters and we needed protection. And none of the Church of the Heart Tree wanted to come out here, but Friar Fear would, and he could set up the barrier. And that's what I needed.
It sounds like you did what you could. The church turned its back on you. What were you supposed to do?
Do you want the names of the children?
I do, yes.
I thought you were going to say you ate the children, or...
Oh, it's
I mean, that sounds
worse.
like a fairly noble endeavor.
The alpha,
Eating
is
children.
it? This guy's raising children to send to the guy
I
who slaughters children.
I didn't raise them. Well, I did raise them. They were my children. Ruby never forgave me.
Colin.
I don't think they're yours if you're just giving them away like that.
It's kind of a moral gray area.
I
can't wait to shoot this guy.
It started as a way to protect everybody else. And then it kept going up, and I had to lie to Ruby and say that I found foster homes for them. That they'd be better there. And then she found out, and she cursed me. And she went to try and stop Fear. And after she cursed me, I couldn't get through Fear's barriers. And went mad, and I poisoned the staff here, and everybody turned, and the rest of the Outlander children fled.
So you tried to stop it, but you couldn't because you were cursed. So it doesn't seem like you're the bad guy here.
It seems like you may have killed 4 children, though. Who are these children that you killed?
Well, they were Outlanders, so I assumed they couldn't. I don't know how resistant they were if they died, really. Well, you'd never know with Outlanders. I don't know why he wanted
fair
Outlanders. So, I thought, I don't know what I thought. I don't know if he killed them over and over again. I don't know what he did with them. He could have done anything.
Give us the names.
John, Tyler, Gigantha, and Rose.
I'm gonna shoot him with, or I'm gonna walk up to him and stab him with my poison blade.
Do it.
Let's see if it'll hit, but 20 to hit.
Venom Kiss, he's down. I mean, he's like rolled damage. Your sneak attack too. It's very sudden. So roll sneak attack damage, roll knife damage, and roll venom damage.
Oh my god.
31 damage.
He's gone. It's just gone. It's just like you see her. It's poisoned. She just swipes across the hilt of the plane. Oh.
Thank you so much. He swipes across the hilt of the plane, takes it double-handed. Just actually describe how you decimate this person.
Just straight up to him, up under the jaw, like where the bullet wound is still from Sniff. Just straight through the skull. How dare you kill 4 innocent children. And then as soon as he disappears, Savannah's just gonna sit in a fetal position sobbing.
Yeah. He just goes down. He's down and his body is, and you see that his body slowly turns back into that of a man, now in oversized clothes. The rest of the staff do not turn back, but you see Savannah
I don't know how
sobbing
necessary that was.
Liv is gonna go to Savannah and just kind of
Yeah.
put a hand on her shoulder and
Hands on
you
the
did
other
what
shoulder.
you felt was right.
You were faster than I was.
It's okay, pretty kitty.
He
You'll
killed
be
my
okay.
daughter.
Oh.
What?
Oh, plot twist.
Hey, am I good?
Oh. Who's your daughter?
No, what?
Rose was my daughter. I could not care
not
for her,
Rose.
so I gave her to my friend to care, and it turns out she ended up here as well as me. He killed her.
Okay.
We don't know what happened to them, right?
Yeah, they're Outlanders.
Maybe they're still out there.
You went with me to Argham's tower. Did you not find anything there?
She did.
Maybe she is still alive.
There was only an account that she may have been in the city at one point, but no location of her. If maybe she got away from the friar?
Oh gosh.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a better tier than that. So I'm sing that. I love it. But I love all of it. I love all of it.
He did not deserve to live. I apologize,
That's
Silver,
fair.
and
That's
your
fair.
great morals, but I could not stand by.
You're
I
right.
can't help but see everyone in this manner as victims to the Friar's machinations. It is hard for me to see otherwise.
It would have been great if we finished Castle Top before we went to the Friar, wouldn't it have been? I'm so sorry. But this is still great. I love all this. You guys are amazing. Oh my god.
Wow.
You guys are great players. Come on.
Half of us would be teapots.
That's true.
Wow, that's
Should we just rest here for a week?
yeah.
Yes, we must cure everyone inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Silver is up for the task.
I can help as well.
Savannah, so I want to say Silver
If
and
you
Savannah, Silver and Liv, like Savannah's very directly asking you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If that's what you're requesting, Savannah, I'm happy to help.
I had already promised myself to the task regardless.
Perfect, Silver, yes. I don't want anyone else to be a victim of this horrible person, and I'm gonna stab him again. Even though he's...
Oh my god!
Stab that man. Stab that man.
Oh, okay, Savannah.
Someone needs to take me away from the body. Or take him away from me.
Yes, I think you can go at it. Sounds
That is
good.
healthy.
I'll kick him while you're doing that.
Yes. I knew I loved it.
I'm gonna like
No.
twirl my pistol and like hand it to you if you want to.
Silver's gonna, like, shove us
Silver's
away.
gonna end this. Silver's
I'm
gonna
not-
Yeah,
end
Silver.
this nonsense.
I'm just gonna
Sikes.
turn to Silver. Let a woman have her grief.
Yeah.
He killed
True.
a man. I believe a life
That's
for a life.
vengeance.
He killed
Grief.
more than a man.
It
Or
was her
revenge.
daughter.
Yeah.
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 I
Just
have
give
allowed
her a moment.
everybody one.
Oh,
One personal kill? Does that mean we have to
Oh
allow
no,
you
I'm at my
one?
limit. Dang it. The next
Just
one.
one.
Yeah,
You're
or
being
what?
unreasonable.
yeah, or what, Silver?
I feel like one's a little low. There are a lot of people that I've killed already.
Yeah.
I feel like through my sobs though, like I'll allow Silver to push me away or push the body away. Like I won't fight you if you're trying to like stop me from stabbing him. Like
So-
it's allowed. It's good.
Like she's feeling emotions here. Like, are you just
Yeah,
telling her not to, or are you are you like?
I feel like you're helping in a way as like removing the body or me from the situation. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, I am moving the body. I'm not
Yeah.
going to like try to
Uh,
move Savannah
No, it's
because
okay. Yeah.
I'm not in like I don't want to like touch people without permission, but I am moving the body.
Yeah, no.
Mrs.
I'll allow you to
Mrs.
drag it away. And I'll
Mrs. Stovetop is gonna come
being
back in. Oh, sorry. What's this?
I like her that name.
Wait,
No,
what's a
that's gotta
stove
be her
brand?
name.
I know. I was like, what's a stove brand? What's a stove brand? God damn it! Stovetop. What is it? What's the stovetop?
Whirlpool.
What's the stovetop stuffing brand? It's Mrs.
G.E. Jen Air.
Stofers, yeah,
Hot
okay.
Pot.
Mrs.
Hot.
Stofers comes in and she's gonna just quietly. I mean, she's not really upset, to be honest with you. And Lumiex is even on the mantle and he's just like looking down. He's quiet. He's the only one that can talk of like the non-sentience, and he's been quiet this entire time.
Can I ask Luminex, Was he originally an Outlander, or was he from Revon? Not Luminex, the Gregor. Was Gregor an Outlander?
He was a Revenite. We all were. The staff was. We came from the city of Necropolia. We were servants to the king, King Ethelred, back in the day, the grandsire to King Athos.
Okay, that's enough information. He's dead.
I know. I didn't expect to be cured, and he had attempted, I think, to seek out information in the past, and it was his understanding that his death would not cure us, and I'm glad to see that that is not true. I would be lying if I said I did not at the times imagined murdering him in his sleep, and we all turned back to normal. But,
all right.
Yes.
Candelabra Man, we'll get to you. So just wait your turn.
I will be last. I will be the last to be turned. You need me to communicate with the rest of them, and I'm the only one that now speaks the language of the rest of the people of this manor. And so I make this solemn oath to you that I will be the last to be turned if you will allow it. And I shall help you, and we shall be organized and ready, and we will do what you need. You shall be cared for in this place, and it will be a place that you will have a great time. Well, to the best of our abilities.
I'm going to walk up and grab him, and I'm going to say, hey, you mentioned there's a lot of traps in this building. Let's go defuse some of them, and we'll just walk off.
Oui, monsieur. I almost said senor. Wow, Jesus. Yeah, anyway, sorry, I'm clearly bad at accents. Chesh, don't give me the side accents. Yeah, Alpha and everybody will hold off. And I think for the most part, for the end of this session, let's go ahead and do this. Over the course of... Let's go ahead and do this. Let's move back here. Over the course of, let's say that there's probably about 20 individuals in the castle, and you guys live, and Silver can produce 2 remove curses per day. You guys have removed, I believe, if you guys go ahead and remove 4 today, you guys are able to remove roughly in 5 days. You can have a 5-day stay in the castle. You can also, for the purposes of this, it's in the context of outside of Revon, I will allow you to take a 10-day extended rest in Castletop Manor, enjoying lovely meals prepared by sentient cutlery. If you guys would like to do that.
I think we do just want to stay until everyone is healed, so we will, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the fair thing to do.
So everybody...
This castle now doesn't have an owner, right? So now the lords have a castle, which is
yes, now it's us.
Everyone will
maybe staff.
We gotta heal our staff.
Everybody will regain. 10 sanity points as you take a 10-day rest for a day, and you guys will also, as you're doing this, be able to turn back pretty much everybody waiting to Lemiax, and it's the final day. And you guys have waited, and it's moved on. I want to go just brief descriptions of you guys chilling around the palace, having a good time. Anything specifically that you guys want to fuck around in Castletop to do before we end the session? And I'm getting to last thing.
I mean, investigate it for goods and useful items, but
definitely grab the 2 battle axes.
Yes. The battle maxes are adamantite battle axes, so they are expensive and extremely heavy and difficult to use, but they are...
I heard expensive, though.
Yeah, I did say that. Yeah, they're adamantite great axes, and which may be a question for Val, but he's been in a coma for 10 days, getting that sweet rest, so we'll get back to that later.
Yeah, we'll drag him inside and make sure that he's comfortable, so when he awakens, he will be healed or whatever.
he'll take 10 back too. I'll give Val the 10-day rest. So, and I'll talk to him about what he wants to do if he wakes up. But for the purposes, go ahead.
We have Jacob too. I guess we should make a straw bed for.
We have a couple of weeks for us to make that decision now.
Yeah, we got 2 weeks, so now we have 5
Almost
days.
there.
So
after
I'm
10
gonna bring
days.
it to this. I want to bring it to the end of the session. Let's go ahead and have this discussion. As you into the end of the session, Jacob is going to approach you, and Lumiax is be this. Oui, monsieur, I must thank all of you. And you see the staff of Castletop in the background. You see the young children that have been the children of Mrs. Stovetop. And I can't say Stover, I'm just going to say Stovetop, I don't care. Mrs. Stovetop. And as you're going through it, you see that they're all looking at you. This day is my time to turn back. And I must say, you have done us a service beyond my own imagining of what my life would be beyond this point. Please, from everyone here at Castletop, as the lords of Farrington and the lords of this region, we will serve you for the rest of our days. Jacob's gonna approach you, Silver. I'm ready to be scared again.
You want to be entirely a child? Are you sure?
No, I don't. But I don't want to hurt people. These people got hurt by some asshole who didn't know better, and I don't want to be that asshole. I don't want to be a person that lives in a castle and can just hurt people. And you know what? It's better that I'm just afraid. I can be that tough. I can be tough because people are more important than whether I'm here or gone.
Yeah, and at Jacob's behest and request, Silver will use his remove curse on him.
Just a second, Silver.
Alpha, I'll get to you. If you wanna have been bit by lycanthropy, we'll let that happen.
Okay.
We'll deal with that next week.
Yep.
Because maybe he could wait till after the full moon. I don't know. Feels really fun of him.
Lycanthropy, he can bite you as a child and it's effective, but we're not getting into that right now. Yeah. Don't step on my beautiful moment, guys.
Okay.
You see the light of the silver fire go into him, and you see the wolf burned out of him. Stands before you is a very small, very destroyable, very delicate young man who's just scared, but he looks up at you and you see like a little silver flint in his eye. He doesn't give a shit anymore.
What does that mean?
Now your destiny is your own.
We're all gonna die someday. Well, maybe not you guys. Thank you for listening to the Pen and Paper Pod. This has been Sikes! The Eldritch Sniper, played by the wily Tanner.
See you next time.
The Pale Death Cleric, Silver, played by the kind Chesh. You're the only, person that gets a kind moniker in this game so far. Anyways, the slow walking, fast drawing turtle Sniff, played by the stalwart Justin.
Till next time.
Who's done more than any other player to keep me on track with the rules. Thank you so much, Justin. The quick-fingered and fluffy-eared Savannah. We're gonna come back to this whole thing with you having a fucking child. Good God. Played by the quick-witted Ange. We are just gonna have emotional mileage for days with that shit. The ancient and crotchety life cleric, played by the less ancient and crotchety and amazing, wonderful person that is Liv. Sorry, Liv, played by Karina. Sorry.
Also known as Liv in real life whenever I talk to Jack.
Absolutely. And of course, the awakened wolf turned fist of death Alpha, who I assume now is infected with lycanthropy.
Yeah, I was also a teapot briefly.
That's true too. That's true. You were a fierce ass teapot this episode. You teapotted all over the. To be frank, you actually did a shitload of damage as a teapot. You were like a 1/4 character, and you like shit all over that man's face. It was great. I was not prepared for that. Yeah. Congratulations and thank you guys for this amazing session. From everyone here at the Pen and Paper Pod, I've been your host and your DM for this week, Jack Newman. Thanks for listening. Y'all have a good one now. Head on over, join our Discord, check everything out. See you later.